Broadcasting to the world from South Jersey, this is Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick. A weekly podcast with different topics every week. The views and opinions on this show are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of any businesses or organizations mentioned during the show. And now, it's Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick.
Yo, what is going on? This is Anything Goes. My name is Phil Rossi alongside my compadre. That is JJ Golick. JJ, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
We're back.
I know, like, where have we been?
Jesus Christ, it's been a while, hasn't it?
I know. We're back, and we're just getting it done because it is it's a Thursday night at 10:37 p.m.
Live from Paris Caterers and Robert's Bar and Grill, Berlin, New Jersey.
Right.
Not our normal studio.
I mean, do you know the level of dedication it takes to do your thing all day?
Yes.
And then still meet up at almost 11 p.m. on a Thursday.
That's how we do.
To get on content for 4 people that are listening.
Yes, that's how we do it.
In 10 years from now, this is going to pay off.
It is going to pay off, and you already know that.
Correct.
So what you been up to? I mean,
I've been doing a lot of different things.
A lot of different things?
I know. I kind of feel you hitting around, like you're trying to get me to segue into how did you get pepper sprayed?
Officer Rossi.
Yes. So.
Woo!
Yeah. So I've been in the police academy for a little bit.
How was it?
It was good. I mean, there was a lot of good. I mean, it's something if you've never done it, if you've never done law enforcement, and even if you haven't, I mean, you have to go through the police academy, and it's something that it's challenging. But once you get through it, once you do it, you definitely feel like you accomplished something.
Absolutely, especially everything you have to go through. It's not just handcuff training and teaching you how to talk to the people, but you also have to.
Yeah, you have to get pepper sprayed.
And how was it?
And let me tell you this first: the pepper spraying is if you're doing Class 1 police officer, Class 2 full-time certification. You have to go through it. Now, if you've never been through it, it's definitely scary, right? Because the biggest thing is you don't know how you're going to react,
and you're psyching yourself up or out.
Yeah, I mean, being in the class, I kind of took the approach of I have no idea how I'm going to react. I'm not going to try to be a big tough guy or. I just felt like I had no idea. So I went in with the mindset of it's going to be the worst thing I've ever experienced. And then if it wasn't, then it wouldn't be that bad. So, some people were different. Some people were like, listen, I want it. I'm going to take it like a champ. And then
sure you are.
And then they get hit with it. And it's a shock. So if you have no idea, how this works, if you're in the police academy, they'll pick a day, whatever. You go outside.
Now, they don't tell you this up front, do they?
I mean, I mean, it's not like if you apply and they're like, they hide it in the fine print and then they hit you with it. So if you research or you talk to people who have done it, they're not going to lie and say, no, they're going to be like, yeah, you have to. It's just part of the training that you have to do it. The reason they do it is for a couple different reasons, because, if you're an officer, you will be carrying that. So if you use it on somebody else, they want you to know how to talk to somebody who, if you do have to use it in a situation to stop an assailant or somebody's doing something wrong, you'll understand what they're kind of going through in the pain. Because say you don't get hit with it and then you use it on somebody, you might say, oh, you're fine, just get up. When now you have the knowledge firsthand of what it feels like, so you'd be more compassionate, even though they might have been doing something wrong. Now you know how to kind of coax them through it and walk them through it to try to help them.
And they give you stuff after, correct?
Yeah, so how it works is you go outside one at a time. You close your eyes. The instructor hits you. There's different. The cavalry's not coming. They're not coming to help you.
No, the pepper spray's coming, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically what happens is it's pretty simple. There's different kind of pepper sprays. They have foam. They have a lot of it's gel now.
Really?
Yeah. So you close your eyes and they'll go across once directly to the left and then back over to the right. You lift your head up, and at first, when your eyes are still closed, it hasn't hit your eyes yet. So you're initially I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. And then they say, open your eyes. As soon as you open your eyes automatically slam shut because you're getting that, all that pepper at one time.
Well, I guess it's better than some of the videos I was watching on YouTube where they say, open your eyes when they're spraying it.
Yeah, it's a little harder because, it's hard to keep your eyes open when you know you're going to be getting sprayed in the eye. right? Like you're just naturally going to close. The thing
like
is,
when you go underwater, you're naturally going to plug your nose and hold your mouth closed.
right? Once you get under, then maybe you can adjust a little bit. But in this situation, it really doesn't matter because you have to open your eyes at some point, right? So it really doesn't make sense to have the eyes open because you can close them, and then when you open them, it's going to hit you.
Right. There's no once they go over you, there's no avoiding it. It's done. You're going to feel it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing you could do is if your eyes were closed and you never opened them, have somebody wash them out before you open them. That might...
I don't even... I think it would start seeping through before you had a chance to.
But,
just by moving.
It's, again, at that point, you just might as well just take it and deal with it. So, you get hit with the pepper spray, you open your eyes, it hits you like a ton of bricks, eyes slam shut. And I think more than anything, for me, my eyes it didn't really bother me. Like my eyes, like it was more it's more of that shock initially. You're like, oh shit, and then you open your eyes, and then you got to do a little bit of a course, and then you got to take out the baton, and you got to tell the punching bag, but acting like it's a guy, like get down. The officer, who's there, one of the training officers will tell you, he's not getting down. Tell him to get down. And you got to start whacking it with the baton. Then you got to move over to like the next little course, which is like a poster board, and you have to open your eyes to see what that bad guy will be holding in their hands, and they can interchange whatever that bad guy's holding. So somebody goes before, which would happen to me. Somebody went before, and that the bad guy's holding a can of soda. So I'm thinking, like, let me see if I can cheat here and just kind of keep my eyes closed. And he'll say, Rossi, what's he holding? And I'll be like, oh, it's a can of soda, sir. And he's like, you better look again, because they changed it, and now he's holding a can of pepper spray or a gun or something else. And what happens is, as you're kind of going through the motions, it's that shock of what's going on. Your eyes, you can't really open your eyes, and then the pepper spray starts to now get into your nose and get into your throat.
Right.
For me personally, I can't speak for everybody. There are some people who it doesn't really affect. Some people it's really bad. Other people it's not. For me, more than the eyes, because I got my eyes open within at least 10 minutes, which is really, really fast for after being pepper sprayed.
Right.
Some people could be closed for an hour, 2 hours, because it affects people differently. For me, it was more once it got into my throat, it was more the sensation of not being able to breathe.
Yeah.
So once you're done that little course area, they have the hoses running, and you want to try to, say tilt your head to the right, and then use the hose, because you don't want to like go this way, because all the pepper from your right eye is now going to drip into your left eye. So you want to try to clear out each eye separately. And then it starts kind of getting in your throat, but you're taking in that much water, and now your nose, like there's snot running down your nose.
Right.
And you're still in like this weird like state of shock. So I would say for like a good 30 minutes, it's really bad.
And you have to do this course in your, in your head. Now, what were you doing in your head? Were you talking to yourself in your head? Were you like...
For me, so again, everybody deals with pain differently. In my experience, it was, I do remember talking to myself like, all right, calm down, short breaths, get through, you can get through this. But it's weird because you're obviously hearing the other instructors and other people, and the world is happening. But then you kind of get in this like, and I think athletes happen sometimes, like you got the big crowd and people are all making noise, but you kind of just center in on you, and you kind of just block them out.
Right.
And that's when it's like, all right, Phil, take a breath. It sucks, but you're going to get through this. And then as every minute passes, it gets a little bit better.
Right.
So I would say after 30 minutes, the pain starts to subside a little bit. Or, I mean, it's still bad, but compared to where you were 15 minutes ago, you feel 10 times better.
And you can relax a little bit after, I'm sure. Once you're done the course, you can kind of like, all right, catch your breath, because now you're not having to move.
Yeah, and like, everybody's different. Like, they had, like, big fans going. Some people were in front of the fan. Again, for me, it didn't work because I really couldn't. I was having a hard time breathing. And then that big fan was just so much air. It actually worked. I was better just taking a little bit, getting the pepper out with the hose, and then kind of just walking it off outside. Short, deep breaths, kind of tell myself, like, all right. Now, again, I have asthma, so I kind of understand what it's like to not be able to catch your breath.
Right.
So I don't know if that helped me a little bit, because some people that don't have asthma never experience that. And now they're experiencing like, oh shit, like I can't breathe. And obviously it's scary when you can't catch your breath. It's not something you want to be really messing around with, but...
Yeah, I felt that when I had COVID. I don't know if I have asthma because I've never been diagnosed, but I know when I had COVID, just going up, and I know I'm fat, but just going up a flight of stairs, normally, I can catch my breath relatively quick.
Right.
But with COVID, it was ridiculous. would go 5-10
couldn't breathe?
minutes. And I could, it was hard to try to catch my breath. It was, you would have thought I just ran a marathon.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. And you know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. I did not like that feeling. So now having to contend with the pain in your eye, I can't even, like you said, I'd be dead.
It's like, it's like a trifecta because, the eyes are burning, can't open them. It's in your nose. And then, so really, eyes, nose, and mouth. And you can't catch your breath. So you really have to be, I think you have to be more mentally strong than you do physically. Like,
but there's not really anything you can do to prepare for it, is there?
No. I mean, and
we talked about it days beforehand.
Yeah, a lot of people in law enforcement have been sprayed 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So it definitely. I mean, there's no way it doesn't get easier as you do it, right? So once you're through that initial time, the second time is still going to suck, right? It's not going to be great, but you've already done it and you've gotten through it, so you know what's going to happen again. Like that first time, you're scared. Like, can I do this? Like, you're not going to get seriously hurt, but it's hard to tell somebody that who's just been pepper sprayed for that first 20, 30 minutes because it sucks. Like it's bad.
Now tell them what some of your other officers were telling you about, because as you move up and you carry different equipment, not a gun, obviously,
right,
but a taser, they tase. And I know TikTok has actually
I don't know if they
been
do it.
showing a lot of that.
New Jersey. I don't know if New Jersey in particular. I should look this up, but I don't know if they do it anymore in New Jersey.
Okay,
which is a good thing. But
but what were they saying about that versus the pepper spray?
Yeah, so again, it really depends on the people. I've talked to certain people where they say, listen, the taser, it sucks for like 5-10 seconds when it hits you. It knocks like big strong people down in no problem.
It is funny watching on TikTok. I will not lie.
I mean, it'll knock you down quick, but some of the people I've talked to said that they would rather have the tase because even though it sucks, it's more of it's a quicker hit, a quicker recovery. Where the pepper spray is really bad for 30 minutes, can last the day. You also got to watch when you get pepper sprayed when you take a shower. If you ever do get pepper sprayed, whether you're in the police academy or in corrections or anything like that, or the military, or even if you're thinking about getting into it, you want to make sure when
or if you're a criminal.
Yeah, or if you're a criminal, but I don't think they're listening to this. But
they might be.
Yeah, if you ever do get pepper sprayed, and then later you got to watch when you take a shower. Make sure you take a cold shower. You don't want to take a hot shower because it's gonna be bad. And when you wash your hair and stuff, you want to make sure you kind of put your head out further because all the pepper spray in your hair and on your face are going to run down the rest of your body, and then you're going to have a lot of stuff burning that you don't want burning.
Oof.
So
how did that go for you?
So for me, the crazy thing was I actually had to umpire a game at 6:00 at night after I was pepper sprayed at about 3:30 in the afternoon.
Oh my God.
And I felt pretty good driving. I mean, the wind felt nice, the air conditioning in the car felt nice. I was like, nah, I'm good. Right, I do this with everything. I'm always like, I'm fine. I got 103 fever. I'm good. I'll just go on this roller coaster and I'll be good.
Yeah, why not?
So I go and umpire the game. And, of course, when you're umpiring, you have gear on, right? Chest protector, leg guard, the whole deal.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel pretty good. And then all of a sudden, I would say like second or third inning in, my shoulders and my chest are like burning. I'm like, damn, what is going on? And I'm like, I remember obviously 3 hours ago being pepper sprayed, but it didn't really, it felt like really extreme sunburn.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it felt like on my skin. Ow. And I was like, oh, shit.
Did you get like a rash or anything from it?
No, because like it does subside after like I would say like a couple hours. Then I went home, took a cold shower, and I was like, I feel good. Got out of the shower, got dried. I was like, all right, I'm good. I go out to the living room, and my shoulders, my chest, my ears were burning. Like again, it felt like that extreme sunburn again. I'm like, oh God. So then actually I get Amy to get me some like Mylanta.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's cold, and she puts it like in a spray bottle. And I'm just like, she's spraying like my arms, my ears, everything with the Mylanta. And that helped with the relief. And then we got like a fan, and we put the fan out. So I was just sitting there with Mylanta all over my body and the fan going.
Did she get a picture of this?
No.
Damn.
And I was just like,
Amy, next time I need pictures, please.
I was just like stiff, just hanging here. Like it felt great for a while. Now, I will say, I obviously drove home after being pepper sprayed, went to the game, worked, went home, took a shower. My eyes were okay. I actually had more of an issue the following day.
Really?
With my eyes being super sensitive to the sunlight and like light.
I can see that.
So that was more of an issue for me, where then like the next morning, some of the other officers that obviously we all got sprayed, they were like okay. they were better. Now, it took them a longer time initially to recover. I recovered pretty fast.
How about the ones that couldn't get up?
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a second. And yeah, like the next day, like when I was driving, I was like, God, is it always like this sunny at 7 o'clock in the morning? Like I never remember the sun being this bright. Because
pretty bright on the day of the Trump implosion. Remember that?
No, I don't. We didn't see it. We missed it.
Ah, shit. Front row seats, man. Come on.
And yeah, so like the next day or two was sensitive, and then after that, it was fine. I mean, so you definitely get over it. It's definitely doable.
Well, I have some
sucks.
pepper spray right here. You ready?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. You got to give me at least a couple months for for the trauma to
subside,
to go away. But like I said, it's something
that's going to be the next viewer thing we do. When we do one, I decided we're not doing volleyball. We're not going to do baseball. We're not going to a sporting event. We're going to fucking get you all pepper sprayed with Phil.
Nope, nobody's coming out. Please. Please, if you can avoid being pepper sprayed, if you have an issue, if you're a bad guy, just don't do it.
Nah, you don't want it. Listen, Phil says I would be dead, and I said, no, I won't.
Because you would never do it.
Never.
Yeah.
I told you the second they would have said that, see ya. Bye. No. Not for me.
Yeah, I think we were there. I think it was within the first week they were doing the pepper spray. I mean, it's one of the things now, kind of like, even like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, looking back. Not that you like to have it done, but it does feel like you accomplished. Like, all right, I got through that. It was nice. It's nice to put it behind you, put it on the bucket list because, it's happened. You did it. You got through it. It's life. You move on. It's definitely a gut punch.
You got your reward today, so don't you worry.
Yeah, I got a broccoli, a soup, and a Caesar salad for being pepper sprayed.
Right.
I mean, if that's worth it to you, I appreciate it though.
Robert's Bar and Grill, 281 Cross Keys Road, Berlin, New Jersey.
Exactly.
Got to try it.
Yeah. So you're saying you wouldn't?
No, never. No.
So
especially not for your prize. No.
So
no.
Now, what do you think it is? It's just like you're like. Here's the thing.
I'm not one that likes pain. You know what I mean?
So you're just going to avoid.
If I can avoid it, fuck yeah, I'm going to avoid it. Why?
Right.
Why would I? I'm kind of one of those where if I can avoid pain, why would I? You know what I mean? It's just like the people that are beekeepers and shit like that.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, anybody who is who works in corrections, who is a law enforcement or military, has been pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone you see, like nobody is a cop that hasn't been pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
I mean,
as you can see, though, for some it does not matter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but we're not going to get into that sore subject today.
Yeah.
We're on happier thoughts. Phil got pepper sprayed. He's alive.
Yeah,
he's well.
Such a happy thought. Yeah.
You're alive and well. You're loving your job.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty cool job.
He sent me a video today, and it looked like he was having fun in his nice little beach cruiser or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was nice. It was beautiful out today.
I've always wanted to drive on the beach, and he's like, showing it off, and I'm like, yeah, you're number one.
Yeah.
This is what you get for being pepper sprayed. I get it.
Yeah, it is nice. I mean, if you want to drive a beach cruiser, you just got to get pepper sprayed.
Nah, I'll just...
I mean, it's definitely a cool career because you definitely help people. You definitely are involved in the community.
Well, you're picking a good time of year to do it too.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's
any other time of year, I don't think I'd be going anywhere near that.
No, I mean, it's good. I mean, it definitely has its pros and cons, like any job does. But you feel like you're on a purpose. It doesn't feel like you're just clocking in, clocking out, putting your 8 hours in just to get the paycheck and leave. It feels like you have an impact, which I think a lot of people, that's why they go into it.
Right. I mean, it's nothing compared to what we're used to doing,
right.
Which is going into a radio studio and doing what we're doing right now for 4 or 5 hours and leaving. Maybe you got something later that night to do.
And it's good too. I think and other people can take from this is that even if you have your career and you have your passion or whatever, try something that's outside the box for you that you would never do, because it definitely opens up your eyes to a lot of different things, right? Like say you're a doctor, and on that flip side, you've always wanted to do broadcasting or podcasting. You try something
got
like
some
this.
Interesting shit to talk about.
Yeah, right. You really do, and at least it gives you a perspective on.
But that's what happens to a lot of sports players if you watch.
What's that?
Like Scott Hartnell from the Flyers. He was on the Philadelphia Flyers for years, and now he is doing the post-game show.
Right. Correct.
And that you see that a lot in football, especially in NASCAR and things like that. when they retire, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
And you know what? To be honest with you, who better to talk about the game than people that play the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They understand what's going on.
Yeah, they do. They do. I feel like for them it's like a natural progression. But it's also kind of in the same realm. Like I'm talking about doing something like drastic, right? Like you're over here.
Skinny dipping.
I know. I mean, listen, you and Hillary like the skinny dip. I mean,
listen, we still haven't planned that, so
See, now
you're still striking out.
Now you're planning it.
No, we're not.
You said we're working on planning it.
No, I said we still haven't planned it.
But it's still like a consideration.
No.
Because if it wasn't a consideration, you'd be like, "There's no way we're skinny dipping." But now I knew it. I knew once the weather got a little warmer, the sun was out.
But here's the thing:
you want to take the guns out.
Listen,
I get it.
You just want to have us do that so you can arrest us.
No, I really don't want to arrest you. I mean, listen, if you're skinny dipping on a beach that you're not supposed to be, I'll get you.
Will you? What are you gonna do? You guys pepper spray me?
No, I'm probably gonna be like, "What are you doing?" At first, I'm gonna be like, "Sir, man, what are you doing?" And I know what you're doing, and you're gonna give me some ridiculous excuse, and then I'm
playing my favorite sport,
and then I'm gonna call dispatch and say, "We need a patrol officer out here because you won't believe what I just found." And then I bounce away on my cruiser, and then they take care of you, and I don't know what they do to you.
Oh, so you don't actually handle the situation?
I could. I mean, I could arrest you.
Well, you're not.
But I wouldn't. I feel like, we're cool, so, like, why would I waste my time? I'm just going to be like, hey, dispatch, I'll just, like, PJ to dispatch 1. I need a patrol officer at blank and blank, a street in this. Yeah. Then they'll come down, and then they'll be like, oh, my God, what was going on? And I'd be like, well, officer, blah, blah, blah. These two were skinny dipping, and I don't know what they were planning on next. I don't know what they did before. And then they'll take care of you. And they'll bring you down to the station, ask you some questions. But
what do you mean by take care of us? Like, are they going to try to have a threesome, or what the hell's going on?
No.
What the hell do they teach you at the police academy?
No,
Jesus.
I have no. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's always a normal. It's always a normal conversation, and then it just go like, listen, we're talking about use. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm even prefacing this. Wait. Stop. You said. You said you and Hillary are skinny dipping.
No, I did not say we are.
You did.
No, I did not.
You said you were. And what happened was...
You're putting words in my mouth.
What happened was the police saw you. They come down. They're going to take...
How many times have you played this?
We actually got to get the Cops theme song on here. From the old TV.
Bad boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So what happens is I said the officer are going to take care of you. I meant he would do...
Oh, they're going to lock us up.
Right, lock you
with
up.
With handcuffs. Are they furry?
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is real. This is a real situation.
But somebody has to go there.
No, you really don't, because they're doing their job. Police officers don't carry furry handcuffs, so they can arrest people that are skinny dipping on the beach.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like you would.
No, I wouldn't at all.
Are you sure? Like, are you 1,000%?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Are you?
Yeah. So you would be in trouble. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, I may not be in trouble though. That's the thing. I mean, why do I have to be the one in trouble? Why can't you be the one in trouble? This was your idea.
So how long have we not done a show?
It's actually been, well, I have a confession to make that we have to upload an episode because I just realized that it wasn't uploaded. That was the Dogecoin.
You didn't upload Dogecoin?
No, I forgot to.
Jesus.
Now, listen here, okay?
I can't believe you messed up Dogecoin, and now it's back to rising, baby. What do we have? Oh.
What do we have? It's Officer Phil Rossi.
Oh, this is good.
Is this what you were singing today?
I wish they would play this on the outside of like the police cruiser.
I mean, you probably could. Just a Bluetooth speaker? Yeah. What you want to do? Phil Rossi.
That should be my intro music.
When you walk up.
Yeah.
It's like songs in real life.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Do you know I stopped you today, ma'am?
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
That's pretty good.
It does have that, like, when you're cruising.
It's good. It makes you feel like a badass too. Like even if you weren't a police officer.
Oh yeah.
And like, have you seen the TikToks where the people do that? Like the police will have somebody pulled over, and then somebody will like blast the cops theme song, and the cops always kind of do they'll do like a thumbs up or they dig it.
It's funny because we were on Route 73, and for those of you that don't know where Route 73 is, it's a very busy highway, and it's over by a big shopping center, the Promenade. That's one of the places you can pass, and there's always a police officer at this one spot every day, waiting for somebody. There's a section where you cannot turn right on red.
Right.
And there's always somebody, and we actually play a game. Who is he going to get him? Is he going to get him? And I said, now in one day we saw 3 in a span of an hour. 3. And I was like, I wasn't sure if he was going to go because, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they won't go get him. It's not a big deal. But I'm like, yo, he's gonna go get him. Watch.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Woo! And I played this. I had it ready. I was so satisfied. You have no idea. I was like, fuck yeah, I knew it. Because can you ever tell, like, you just know you're going to see those lights come on?
Yeah, the one time I was at a stoplight, and the guy in front of me, the red was the light was completely red. And, sometimes when the green arrow turns green, the person goes.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least kind of like stutters and goes.
Uh-huh.
This dude saw the green arrow, and he wasn't in the turning lane. And he just went, directly through the red, like in the middle of the intersection. And the cop was on the right. And, that's a situation where obviously the cop's going to stop you.
Oh. If he's paying attention, absolutely.
First of all, it's super dangerous because you just literally crossed the highway on a complete... It wasn't like it was yellow turning red. It was, it was red for a good 30 seconds.
Right.
And, the green arrow turned and he just went and I was like... What? Again, I can understand you initially see it and then stop, but this dude bro, you just going to roll...
Ah, fuck it, we're going.
You just going to roll through?
Yeah.
You just roll...
Rossi style, let's do it.
That is not what I do.
Anymore.
Correct.
Anymore.
Starting this episode, at certain points of the show, I'm just going to show you random pictures of stuff.
Oof. Nice. Damn. And I could do the same if you'd like.
And nobody will know what it is.
No, nobody will.
It could just be memes. It could be personal photos. It could just be videos from the police station.
That was a very nice pineapple you had there.
It wasn't even... It was a dole.
It was just a Dole fruit cup?
Well, no, it wasn't a fruit cup.
Oh.
It was just a Dole pineapple.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
I wasn't being brand specific.
Oh.
I just saw pineapple. I like pineapple.
Oh, okay.
Christ.
I thought you liked I thought you liked eggplants.
No.
No?
Is eggplant code for something? So what else is going on in this damn world? Come on now. What else? I mean, we're back at 100% capacity for indoor dining.
We are?
But you still got to be fucking 6 feet.
Really?
I don't understand. Bar seating is allowed, but you got to be 6 feet.
No, you got to be specific. Are we talking about just New Jersey?
Just New Jersey.
Okay.
It's one of those situations where I'm kind of like it still makes no sense.
But
I really don't understand the capacity thing. They also just today announced the CDC, if you are fully vaccinated, you no longer need a mask. But lovely douchebag Phil Murphy, this is the only thing.
You're going to get us thrown off the podcast.
This is who the fuck's going to throw me off? It's our show. Nice try. But
have some damn respect, kid.
Fuck Murphy. You know what? Am I right, people at Paris Caterers? Fuck Murphy, right? We got our bartender Kathy over there, and she's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
We have to edit this out. I can't let this go. I have the law to uphold. We can't. We got to edit this out. The show technically ended 10 minutes ago.
Nah. No, here's the thing. I mean, it makes no sense if you look at it. It doesn't matter if you're, an officer or not. You don't have to be a police officer and know it's stupid.
Yeah, I mean...
He has followed everything else by the CDC. Oh, the CDC says. The first thing the CDC gets fucking right, and now he's not going to do it.
It'll happen. I mean, it's obviously at this point you see everything's going to 100% capacity. So
It just makes no sense. What is the point of the vaccine? And that's what the CDC realized.
I would say here's my opinion. By the time the middle of June, like early July happens, I think we'll be back at 100% capacity, no social distancing, no mask.
You think so?
That's what I think. Because
I mean, the Citizens Bank Park just went to full capacity.
That's June, I think 11th they're doing that. Right now it's May 13th. Yeah, so we have another 2.5 weeks in May and then June. So I would say another 6 to 8 weeks before. The good thing is by summer, end of summer, I think we'll be back, which
I
is
hope
nice,
so. I mean, it's been far too long.
Yeah, because March was a year, so you have March, April, May. So we're working on 13, 14 months.
And there's crazy shit now going on in the world. We have the stuff with Israel going on right now.
Correct.
And it's not good. It's not good. And
gas prices are super high.
Everyone was saying that President Trump was going to cause world war and this and that. And, would you look at that? It's not President Trump. It's none other than Sleepy Joe. None other. Because that your president has done this. The gas prices from day one. Now look where we are. I've seen places that are over $4 now in New Jersey. That is ridiculous. We have not seen that.
I haven't seen that. I saw driving earlier today. I saw one that was $3.09, $3.10.
I saw somebody posted on Facebook. They took a picture of it, and in some places, they are raising it because they can, just because they can. And that's a problem. But when you do stupid shit like that, and what they did with the pipeline and everything, of course, people are going to take advantage. And the other problem we're having right now, and this is across, the entire United States, is because of the unemployment thing. Now, listen, I get it. Some people can't go to work. But the problem is, now people, there's all these jobs out there. Every restaurant.
All I see is now hiring signs.
Exactly. And I can tell you from doing, marketing for different companies, I've put out more ads for this, for hiring, various positions, various pay.
He said, screw you, JJ. We don't need your damn job.
Well, that's but it's because of the unemployment. Because, listen, I get it. Why the fuck would I go out and work if I can sit on my ass and do whatever I want? I get it. But you can't do that. Because at some point, they are going to cut it off.
That's the thing. You have to kind of, you kind of got to look ahead. When, the pandemic was in full swing, a year ago, 8-9 months ago, as long as you're getting unemployment, it's you're making ends meet. Listen, you just have to be strategic. Got to do what's best for you. Just my 2 cents would be, use it until you truly need it. To me, now would be a good time if you don't have a job to get one because they're giving a lot of incentives. Even places like
$500 bonuses at Wawa.
Yeah, I mean, just to get in. And here's the thing: it will run out at some point. So you don't want to, keep waiting, and then you don't have anything. So if you collected it this long, chalk it up as, thank God I had it. Now it's time to. And the other thing is too, when you work, you feel better because you're contributing to society and the community. So and now there's more stuff to go do. So before everything was closed, you couldn't go anywhere. So. You really didn't want to go out. But now stuff's open. Normal life is definitely coming back.
I was down in Ocean City, and it's even off-season. But people are so sick of being cooped up that Ocean City was packed with a car show last weekend.
Oh, of course.
And it was great. It felt normal. You and I just had a meal at the bar, and it was great to sit at the bar. It felt normal. There was karaoke going on. People are having a good time talking to one another.
Isn't it crazy how it's just a simple thing like walking on a boardwalk, going to a car show, eating at a bar, you're like, man, it feels
you didn't
normal.
Think that you would ever miss it. And us too, like we'll work every weekend as DJs and, doing, whether we're doing just an MC gig or we're actually doing a wedding or whatever have you. I mean, it's insane to think that we were closed down for so long and you get a crowd and these people are more excited than ever at a wedding now because they've been cooped up. And I know, Dance Party, we've been starting a lot of our weddings. Doesn't it feel great to be back? And
right,
people go nuts. It's like you're at a fucking rock concert. And it's great because it's been so long.
And we also got accustomed to over the last year, even the weddings that we did have were all outside. So even something as simple as like coming into like a ballroom,
Yeah, like when you walked in earlier,
you're like-
you said,
You're
wow.
like, and it like it feels, even though it's only been 14 months, a little over a year, it feels so much longer.
We just did our here at
Like-
Paris Caterers. We did our Mother's Day brunch, which we do every year. Last year, obviously, we did a takeout where you could do a curbside takeout, but we usually do between 400 and 500 seating reservations for Mother's Day. Last year we couldn't do it, so we did our takeout, and this year we had 450 reservations.
That's
It was
crazy.
great. This year I DJ'd, just playing background music, playing requests, dedications to mom.
Right.
And it felt great. There were people come up requesting. People were having a good time. There were smiles on people's faces. It was human interaction.
Yeah, and which has been
It's been like it's like forbidden. That's
Yeah.
what it was. And,
Now
I'm
it's back.
starting to, but there's still some people that are like, oh my God, don't come near me. And, enough's enough.
All right, go home.
Yeah, exactly. Don't come out here, because that's as far as I'm concerned. All along I feel like it was wrong for the weddings, because weddings are close friends and family. That's what they are. You're not it's not a public event for your wedding. So I did not agree with that at all. If people wanted to dance at a wedding or take their masks off for, on the dance floor, I get when you're going up to the buffet or whatever, or the servers, I understand that. I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But on the dance floor, they didn't allow dancing for most of
Yeah,
the
it
pandemic.
was like the real life Footloose movie.
Yeah.
Where, like, no dancing.
Maybe
yeah,
they knew
socially
something.
distant. That's the thing. I'm glad it's back, because it's so hard to have a party and event where you can't talk to people, you can't get close, you can't shake their hand, you can't dance, you can't hug.
People are still weird with the, like I had.
It's going to take a little bit until they're back to, until all these things are out of their head where they're,
I've gone to meet a couple of clients and people, they'll come in or I'll go to them, and it's kind of like, you're kind of like awkward now, because it's like, do I give you a handshake? Do I give you a fit? Like, what do I do? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, I saw you and I know you, so, I can shake your hand, whatever. But other people, I can't just walk up to them now and shake your hand. It's not what it was. And unfortunately,
today you have to ask, like, you do shake hands, or like, what's your deal? Do you do like a fist bump? Do you do an elbow tap?
And you're,
Do we
it
kiss?
sounds
Do we kiss? Like, what do we do?
We're not kissing, but two best friends in a room.
Do we
TikTok.
do we whisper in each other's ear?
Yeah,
like, what
right.
do we do?
Careless whispers.
Do you like tickle your butthole? Like, I don't understand.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. I think that's it.
No, whoa. You know what, though? What I'm really looking forward to now, because the Flyers, obviously, they
Flyers,
screwed
they
themselves. Oh, they're done, aren't they? I believe they're done.
No, I stopped watching
I had
that,
to.
like-
I had to stop. I had to stop
Like
watching.
4 months ago.
Not 4 months ago. I know their last home game, but I believe I know they didn't make playoffs, and I think now I did go to a game. I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but I did go to one of the games.
Right.
And of course we got blown out. And it was nice to be in the stands, but it didn't feel the same. It felt weird, if you know, like
Why,
it
'cause
was.
there was like less people.
There were less people, and they were still pumping in crowd noise because there were so few people in there.
I don't know. I just don't understand like the pumping in a crowd noise thing. Is that for the players, or I don't get it?
I think it's. I really think it's for the broadcast.
Oh.
Because you got to think about it. The players, they don't necessarily think, oh, shit, I can't curse.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or if they're... So it's really to block them out.
Oh, okay.
But yet again, they mic the ice too, so I don't understand the logic. But that's what they had claimed was a big part of it, so you can't hear
Okay.
if somebody, drops the F-bomb or,
Right.
something. But again, it does not make sense to me because they mic the ice so that you can hear the puck and everything.
Yeah.
So those mics are going to pick up whatever you say too. It's just like us.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you could hear the bartenders putting away glasses back there. So you can hear that kind of stuff. It's just like a hockey game.
Right.
If I was over there and I yelled fuck, you'd hear it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, it may be a little less, potent in your ear, but you're still going to hear it.
Right. Correct.
They'll be like, fuck, something like that.
That's a great way. I think, was that your segue to end?
I don't know what else you want to talk about. I mean, things are going back to normal. It feels good.
Yeah, I'm not really sleeping these days.
No. Well, you know what? It's funny because I thought I missed the days being at work till 2 a.m. You know, being there, doing paperwork, jobs coming in and having to organize things, scheduling, all this other shit. And then you think about it, you get back to it for a few weeks. And the first week, it's like, yeah, I missed this. Second week, yeah, you know, I missed it. Third week, what the fuck did I get myself back into?
Yeah.
Like, and plus some, because we added things and now people are in full party mode now. Like, people want to go out.
Yeah,
People want to go have a good time, and now people want to book their events. You know what I mean?
That's
like
why we're here to make some money.
We're here to make some money. We're here to have a good time. We're not here for a long time.
Yeah, here he goes.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I do. I love it. I love everything. Not everything.
You do?
No.
You like men, don't you?
No. Well, I don't love them. And there's certain guys I can tolerate.
Oh.
You're one of them. I can tolerate you.
Now, when you say tolerate, like, what do you mean?
Tolerate as in
Does that
the
mean
male.
like?
I don't like people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to do something for me to like you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just another person out there.
All right.
And there's a lot of shitty people out there.
Correct.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta, I'm not going out of my way for you. You gotta give me a reason to go out of my way for you.
Okay.
You
Got
know
it.
what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
okay.
But you just don't like people.
I guess you could say, I think I obviously do have to like people for what I do.
I think you do.
I like people. I don't like stupid people.
Right. So now we're getting really specific on.
I don't like stupid people. Well, I don't know. You're just like digging me a hole here.
I'm like
and
I'm like your therapist.
You're like my therapist, and
I'm
next
just here to listen to your problems. Really.
Want to listen to my?
That's really all I'm here for.
That's the
Just-
new pod. That's gonna be our new podcast.
Just for you to vent. And
Just
I'm
for
just
me to
like,
vent.
okay, yeah. No, yeah, I get it.
You know, there was only one thing that I really, really hated over the past year.
Coronavirus!
That was it.
I think most people. You do. I mean,
you do.
You do.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
Wow. Phil is. I'm telling you, Phil is an interesting character. He really is. Like, I don't know what his obsession with fruit is tonight, but it is like he's got issues with fruit, and I'm just like. I think this police academy has gone to your fucking head, dude.
I mean, it was so much fruit that it almost like.
It exploded. He's got like a fucking air compressor over there. Pump, pump, pump.
Yeah, just.
Jesus Christ.
So I showed you a pineapple earlier.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that was. Was that like two fucking... My God.
It was a pineapple.
The first one was a pineapple. That was not a pineapple.
Oh, what was
I
that?
didn't know what that was. Fucking mango or some shit, but it was huge.
I mean, that's what fruit is. It was It was ripe, fresh. Fruit.
You know what? Speaking of food, then, you know, I got to bring this up.
What, your chicken parmesan from earlier?
That was fucking great, but no,
Okay.
that was really good though.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. You know, there's a shortage on chicken wings in particular.
Really?
You didn't hear about that?
No, there's a shortage on gas and chicken wings.
Yes,
Is that
I know.
Is that like real life?
Well, here's the funny thing, and I didn't know this, that back in the day, chicken wings were not what they are now. Chicken wings were actually like you threw them away. And
Okay.
somebody along the way would make them at home for a snack or something.
Okay.
And they became what they are now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, obviously a lot of bars, you know, they'll do wings and half-price wings and shit like that.
Right.
And the case used to go for, like, a case of wings would be like $90, right? Like a year or so ago, $90. About a month ago, they went to $130.
Oh shit.
As of this week, I got word of cases being $160. That's a big jump.
Of course.
But there's a shortage, and it's just like the gas prices. Now, if gas goes that high, I ain't coming to work.
Yeah.
Forget it. Like, we'll go on Zoom. We ain't doing this shit. Like,
I feel like this has been one of our longer episodes.
it's
And that's it.
no,
I'm done.
actually,
I'm done.
it's
Wrap
no.
this bitch up.
Wrap what bitch up?
Wrap it up.
Why are you calling me a bitch?
I'm not. I said this bitch as in like the show.
Oh, this bitch. Well, wait, Phil.
Yeah.
We have to keep these people informed with your life. Are you going to be, are we going to be doing this every week, or are we going to?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it every week.
Every week?
Every week.
Where are we going to do? We should do like a new location every time.
Yeah. I mean, we could.
We could.
But does the location really matter as long as we're getting the content out?
No, location doesn't matter, but maybe we can invite people now that this whole pandemic is coming to an end. We can invite.
We have 1, 2, 3. We have 5. We have 6 seats.
Yeah, we got
ours.
6 seats right here. Yes. Now we could do like a round table thing.
Yeah, we could.
We could, and that
like a meeting of the minds.
Meeting of the minds. I like that. And
I mean, there's not many minds going on, but we can bring people, see if we can spark any intelligence.
Just hook up a couple mics and see what the hell happens.
Right.
I mean, just sit everybody in a room, and I mean, it almost happened tonight. It almost did. If you would have brought Amy and I would have brought Hillary, it would have happened.
Yeah, we would have had at least 4.
Yeah, we would have had 4, and it probably would have been the 2 of them just looking at us like, you guys are retarded.
Yeah, like this show sucks.
This show really sucks, Yeah, Phil, you tell them. You fucking tell them.
I know. All right, JJ, got to give these people the socials.
I forget what they are. Maybe it's something like at Anything Goes PJ, and our website, anythinggoespj.com.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Phil Rossi. That is JJ Golick, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
We're out of here.
This is Anything Goes with Phil Rossi and JJ Golick.